tell you what, these fans in Houston are getting their money's worth. After 2 rounds of action, we're down to 8 trucks. And now we're ready to move on to round 3. Bigfoot against First Blood, King Crunch and Warrior, Tropical Thunder and the Auto Value Racer, and Buffalo Tremor versus the Hawk. Hey, I don't know about you, I'm going to root for the Hawk. I mean, he's got a great name. Here's Joe Lowe.
Oh boy, the brew curse is on the Hawk. Round number 3 of the Monster Truck Challenge. Jim Clark has a chance to talk with Rob Douche of First Blood. He goes against Bigfoot in this 3rd round matchup.
I think the course is working out pretty well. Both lanes seem fair. Next round, I got to race Andy Brass with Bigfoot. That'll be the toughest run of the night. I'd rather do that last, but it's just kind of the way the cards fell tonight.
Rob, everybody's been chasing Bigfoot tonight, and now it's First Blood's chance. Here we go. Andy Brass gets it off the line, but First Blood comes from behind as they hit that first hill. He has to straighten it up, but Andy, with this incredible turning ability of Bigfoot, makes the turn, hits the hill, and now he really widens the gap as he sails over the set of cars and into the winner's circle. Hold on, Andy, stop that thing. Andy Brass and Bigfoot, here's how to turn a monster truck. The newest and best. This is Bigfoot number 10 as he turns it on and sails in a victory over First Blood here in the Houston Astrodome, and the brakes work too. Next matchup is the Warrior and the Auto Value King Crunch. We're set to go with Rob Grossman aboard against the Warrior and Lupe Sosa. King Crunch with a lead. Warrior coming from behind. Remember, he came from behind last round to make it to round number 3. But the Auto Value turn, Warrior seems to have lost power. And Auto Value is well on his way. Almost an entire track length win over the Warrior. And Rob Grossman with a win. The Warrior, I'm not sure what happened here. He came over that hill and just sort of lost all his power. He's able to do it, but not necessarily to hit on all 8 cylinders, I don't think. So the Warrior disappointed as he heads on back into the pits. Round number 3 continuing with the Auto Value Special and Scott Stevens taking on Tropical Thunder. Wayne Smolzanek, what do you like about this course?
I like that course. I think there's a little bit of driving skills involved in this much horsepower, and with the two hills and a turning course, it works out pretty good. I kind of like it.
All right, in the next run, anything special you're going to do? Change anything?
No, the driving's about the same. We're just going to build some more speed because we're going against a faster truck. Other than that, nothing's going to change.
He knows he's got to win against this truck and this driver. The veteran Scott Stevens and the Auto Value Special, a new truck, and man, is he been running great. And he picks up a lead right away over Tropical Thunder. Now, how's it going to handle on this turn? Scott Stevens uses all the track. He makes the turn. Tropical Thunder has some problems, but they're dead even going into it. Scott Stevens has to turn on the power, which he does, and gets a win over Tropical Thunder. The only problem with that run happened right here. Coming out of the turn, he nipped that hill just a little bit, but he did stay on track. He straightens things out, really gives it gas, sails over, and a win for the Auto Value Special. Our next matchup is John Kwasniewski's Buffalo Tremor against Ken Brew's pick, the Hawk. John Kwasniewski, how was your last run?
We had a good run. We took the turns good like we expected to, and we had no problem there.
All right, any special strategy you're going to use in your next run?
No, we're just going to push it a little harder next round, that's all.
As he goes against this truck, the Hawk, Mark Christash at a Great Bend, Kansas. And John Kwasniewski with a great hole shot off the line. The Hawk works to catch up. John Kay is going to win it or lose it on this turn. The Hawk takes up a lot of space. John, he's already around the turn, over the hill, and Buffalo Tremor makes it to our semifinal round in Houston. John Kwasniewski with a great run, and he has just driven his way into our semifinal round at the Houston Astrodome. Ken Brew, what happened to your man?
Well, so much for the Brew curse. Hawk didn't make it. They ran him out of the show. 2 more have to go, and they will when we come back. Monster Truck Challenge is back from Houston, Texas. We're down to the final four. Let's not waste any time. Let's go trackside with Joe Lowe.
And it's King Crunch taking on Bigfoot. Andy Brass, the driver of Bigfoot 10. You know, we've been telling you he's out of St. Louis. Andy actually is from West Alton, Missouri, the truck from St. Louis. And who's aboard the King Crunch? Rob Grossman from Spring, Texas. He's got his work cut out for him against the big boy, Andy Brass and Bigfoot. Off the line, Andy Brass has some competition for this run. They're evenly matched. Bigfoot 10 makes that turn. The auto value King Crunch has some problems. Andy Brass, does he turn it on? Sure he does. 1, 2, 3. He's into our championship round. And the crowd loves it in Houston as Bigfoot hangs on against King Crunch. Here's Scott Stevens in the Auto Value Special. Scott out of Spring, Texas. He's home. But he goes against John Kwasniewski in the Buffalo Tremor. John from way up north in Lackawanna, New York. And these two have been here before against one another. Auto Value Special, Buffalo Tremor off the line together. A beautiful pirouette over the cars to our first hill. Around the turn, and Scott Stevens seems to have the handling down on the new Auto Value Special. John Kwasniewski falls behind, and Scott Stevens goes to the finals.
So, Bigfoot gets to the big dance, and boy, did he have to wade through some people to get there. It's the Auto Value Racer against Bigfoot when we come back. I mean to tell you, it has been a long day at the office for Bigfoot and Auto Value Racer. But they have one race to go, and it's the big enchilada. Let's go to Houston and Joe Lowe.
As they prepare for the championship, how did they get here? Well, here's how. Bigfoot defeated King Crunch, and Auto Value was over the Buffalo Tremor. Now, you got to know that Scott Stevens is ready to go, but are you looking forward to it?
We know going in, and he's dialed in, and we're about halfway where our truck needs to be. We're just going to go out there and give him a good race. Run it within the limits of our truck. You know, the truck's brand new. It's got a lot of life in it. We're not going to hurt no parts here tonight. We're going to be there, but, it's going to be a tough one.
Andy Brass, do you see any problems coming up?
The only thing now is the cars are getting run over a lot. I'm trying to stay off of them because these are getting me potential hazards for the tires now. The guy can get a flat tire pretty easy.
The Bigfoot Auto Value Racer final. The crowd's on their feet in Houston, and we're ready to go. Look at this. The Auto Value picks up a lead over Bigfoot. The crucial turn, and